You are now listening to the Gospel of Alex. Alex, drop those scriptures.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And I've been getting asked this question several times, so I'm gonna just make a video about it. And that's the whole Chris Brown thing. Alex, what do you think about Chris Brown? Alex, what do you think about Chris Brown? Alex, what do you think about these women spending money on Chris Brown? I don't care. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I don't care. Chris Brown's an entertainer. First of all, you guys have to understand, a lot of these women have been liking Chris Brown since they were kids. When Chris Brown came out, I was in like middle school, right? And I'm a Chris Brown fan myself. I like him better than Usher. I like Usher, but I feel like Usher fell off after Confessions, and a lot of his stuff just comes off as simpy to me. Chris Brown, he makes too much music, right? So really, he needs to cut down the quantity so it should be more quality, but his music's more balanced to me. He makes a good balance between love songs and real masculine songs, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of sprinkle of toxic masculinity, a sprinkle of romantic, which is exactly what you should be, right? So I'm a Chris Brown fan myself, so you gotta realize, this is like a teenage crush, teenage fever, childhood dream for a lot of women. All right, so all Chris Brown's doing is what he's supposed to be doing. You want to take a picture with me and you willing to pay $1,000, now he done upped it to $1,100. Next time it'll probably be $15, right? That's what you're supposed to do. I don't have a problem with that, all right? Now, if you're going to ask me the obvious question, which is, well, if you're in a relationship, should you be paying money to take a picture with Chris Brown? Of course, if you're in a relationship, you should not be paying $1,100 to take a picture with Chris Brown. But this is why I don't care about it, all right? Now we're going to get to the meat of this video. The reason I don't care about it is because no women that I deal with would pay $1,100 to take a picture with Chris Brown. And they damn sure wouldn't take that picture straddling the man or with the man having her ass cheeks in his hands or any of that wild craziness. And the reason I'm not tripping about it like everyone else is, right? And a lot of y'all about to get mad at me, but I'm just keeping it real. It's because I'm about to tell y'all something they ain't telling y'all on other channels, which is if you're dating a woman and she's doing that, that says more to me about you as a man than it does her as a woman. Let it breathe, run it back. If you're dating a woman and she's doing that, that says more to me about you as a man than her as a woman. And here's why. I know some of y'all be like, Alex, why you move your hands so much? That's how I talk. Deal with it. Anyways, follow me. The reason I'm saying that is, as I said at the beginning of the video, no women that I've ever dated would ever do anything like that to me, right? When I was out here dating, I need you guys to understand, women were paying to take me places. There was reciprocation going on, all right? For those of you who've been following the channel, y'all already know what I'm talking about, right? When women go and see Chris Brown and they're talking to me, they pay to take me with them with the extra money, not to take a picture with him. You understand what I'm saying to you? All right? So there's a difference between real elite men and then weak, soft beta ones. There's a reason why when a lot of these girls got broken up with by their boyfriends, they didn't care. Anyone who knows anything about women, especially when it comes to dating, right? They should be in love with you. They should be all about you. So if you're breaking up with them and they're not breaking up with you, they should be devastated. They should be upset. They should be crying. At least initially. These women are saying they don't care. They're saying when asked, well, if I had the opportunity to do it again, I would do it. So this is showing a clear sense of that man wasn't really about nothing. I don't really care about him. He wasn't my dream guy. He wasn't doing much for me. He was kind of basically just there. Or below regular dude, right? This is the type of treatment you would get. Darius, for example, when we go back and we look at the situation with Keke Palmer and Usher, another prime example of what I'm talking about. I would never be in a situation where I was dealing with a woman who would do anything like that. But I will also not be in a position of Darius where I'm just a house husband and I basically don't do anything. Now, y'all can point to his net worth, but the reality of the situation is the balance of power in their relationship was way out of order. And that's why she felt like she could violate him like that. Now, it's not just about money. And this is another important thing, right? Because as we just talked about with Matthew Stafford, he makes way more money than his wife. His wife does nothing. But she still violated him because he was a simp. I tell you guys all the time, dating is one of the only things where it's better to be a jack of all trades and a master of none than a master of one thing. All right? What I mean by that is it's better to have your masculinity up, right? Your romanticism up, your money up, right? Than it is to just say I got a bunch of money, right? But I ain't got no clout. I'm not romantic and I'm not a masculine man. Or I'm a masculine man, but I'm broke as hell. I'm not romantic. I have no clout, right? I have no influence. Or to say I have influence, but I'm broke as hell. I'm not a masculine man. Y'all get my point? It's better to be, say you make 75,000, right? But you got a nice amount of clout. People in your town know you. You have a good amount of influence. You got a big network, right? And you're also a masculine man. You can fix, build, and repair things. You know how to put your nuts down when it's time. You know how to fight. You know how to shoot. You know how to step up and be romantic. Things of that nature, right? If you know how to do all of that at least decent, you don't run into situations like this. But if you're just a Matthew Stafford, which is just I'm a high profile rich athlete, but I ain't really got much else, you're going to get played. If you're in a situation where like Darius, where it's like, okay, I made 500K, but nobody really knows who I am, and my woman's a multimillionaire, you're going to end up in these types of situations. You end up in these types of situations when you don't present any value, or at least equal value, or your woman's not in love with you. That's the reality. And this is the harsh truth. No one else is telling y'all. Everybody else just want to come out here and cook these chicks. I'm not going to cook a chick. If she's with a dude she don't really like that, and she has the opportunity to take a photo with her childhood idol, I'm not about to cook her for that, because at the end of the day, I already can read between the lines and know this was a man who was not in his P's and Q's. Now, you can have a bunch of people going to come out here and pretend, oh, these are men who are in their P's and Q's and they're getting disrespected like this, but you can't point me to no examples of it. Point me to an example of it. Like, y'all can't point me to no examples of it. I even have videos in my shorts. I forgot the game girl's name, but go in my shorts. And I said, this is how a woman will react, right, to Usher or Chris Brown trying to press up on her if she actually likes her dude. And she was just like, nah, we not doing all that. We not doing all that. But like, I'm with a chick who had enough money to go and pay to see Usher in Vegas, right? And Usher walked right past her, like she was that close. She didn't reach out to touch the man or anything like that. She just said, oh my God, it's Usher. And he kept it pushing, right? Because there's a respect line there. And what I'm saying to y'all is y'all need to focus less on what these chicks is doing and more on what these dudes weren't doing. I can almost guarantee you they had one of the things I mentioned before or none of them. They weren't a masculine man, right? But maybe they had money. Or maybe they didn't have money, but they weren't a masculine man. Right? Or maybe they had clout, but they weren't masculine or didn't have money. A lot of these guys didn't have all three. And that's why they women is pressed up on Chris Brown. Because they wish you were him. Right? This is why you don't see dudes. You're not going to see Beyonce in a situation like that. You're not going to see Savannah James in a situation like that. Like what happened with Darius would not happen with Savannah James. Because wife is LeBron. You guys understand what I'm saying to you? So, like there's levels to this. What happened, for example, with Matthew Stafford and the backup quarterback? That situation wouldn't have happened. Patrick Mahomes or something of that nature. Patrick Mahomes' wife is annoying, but she's not about to sleep with the backup quarterback. That's not happening because he's Patrick Mahomes, right? So you guys got to understand things like that, right? You're not going to see Ari Fletcher in a situation like that. She might twerk everywhere, right? But she's not on nobody. So it reflects to me more on the dudes than it do on the chicks. I'm not about to sit here and cook these chicks for that. The girls are being girls. And how much of a fangirl they are is a direct reflection of how much they respect you. So really, they did each other a favor. Like, why am I going to sit here and cook a chick for doing something disrespectful that got her broken up with a dude that she don't care about in the first place? The dude's a simp. The dude's a lame. You don't want to be that dude. If you're in a position where your woman would even do that, yes, you should break up with her. And you should take a while before you get another relationship because there's either something off with you or you pick the hoe. Either way, it still comes back to you. And the easy thing is to say is, oh, these women are hoes, I picked the hoe. The harder thing to do is to look in the mirror and say, what did I do wrong? What am I missing? What can I improve on? Am I fat? Is my body right? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many levels where you could look at this and reflect on yourself and become a better man as a result. But y'all want me to come out here and talk about the chicks. Why would I come out here and talk about the chicks? Now, all right, think about this in reverse, guys. I'm going to leave y'all with this. Just think about it in reverse. If you had an opportunity, for example, where you could, what an average dude, I'm not even going to say you specifically, but you could take a picture with Megan Thee Stallion, or you could take a picture with Ice Spice, right? Or you could take a picture with Sydney Sweeney, or I don't know necessarily who the white dudes are attracted to nowadays. I think her name is Sydney Sweeney, or whatever the case may be. You get my point. And you with a girl who you don't see no future with. She's a 304 to you. You're not serious about her. And they were like, okay, we can take this picture together and you can do whatever. You're not going to grab Megan's cheeks if she's cool with it? You're not going to let Ice Spice sit on your lap? You're not going to let Sydney Sweeney sit on your lap? This is what y'all telling me right now. Scarlett Johansson, you're going to tell her, no, I can't do that. I got a girlfriend. You're not going to do that unless you respect the girl that you're with. Y'all can watch all these videos all y'all want that's going to tell y'all, oh, modern women would do this. No, they won't. Not if they like you. This type of violation only happens if she does not like you. That's just the reality of the situation. If something else is off. All right, so again, even if you're watching this and it happened to you, versus saying I just need to pick better, do some self-reflection. Most people's biggest problem is they never do self-reflection. They just look at everything wrong with the other person. They think they're perfect. Do some self-reflection and be honest with yourself. What area am I lacking in? Can I lose some weight? Can I get some more money? Can I get some more clout or influence? Build my network, get my social standing up. Can I get my masculinity up? Can I learn how to fix, build, and repair things? Do I have a plan to lead? You get what I'm saying? Just do some self-reflection and be honest with yourself. I guarantee you, if you are in a situation where this happened to you, you're going to realize, you know what, I could be doing this better. I could be doing that better. It might just be the quality of chicks you're picking. But then you got to question, why are you picking these types of chicks? Did you meet your girl at the club? Did you meet your girl in the streets and she was half naked? Where did you meet her at? You got to think about that type of stuff. So I'm not going to give y'all the traditional. I'm not going to give y'all the pass and say, oh, these girls ain't loyal and all that. A lot of them aren't, right? But I'm in the same damn generation y'all are, and I can comfortably say that would never happen to me. And I'm not the only person who can say that. Most of my homeboys can say that. You understand what I'm saying? That would never happen to them, has never happened to them. And I've been in situations where it could, as I just described with the concert. So it's not about that. Like, people out here running around talking about some, oh, they got $1,100 to spend on Chris Brown, but they don't got no money to spend on you. On who? Because I've already shown several times. The money can be spent. It's been spent before, you know what I mean? So if you're saying, oh, they got all this money to spend on Chris Brown, but they don't have any money to spend on you, again, that reflects more on you than them. They got money to spend on me. We talking about, what, tennis matches, concerts, as I just mentioned earlier, sporting events, paid for by them. So it's not a reflection on them. I want to say, oh, they don't spend no money on dudes. No, they're not spending it on you. And you can do one of two things. You can act like a girl and blame it all on the opposite sex, or you can be honest with yourself, reflect on yourself, and say, what can I get better? What can I do better? So that you don't get these results anymore. All right, this is probably not going to be the world's most popular video. A lot of people are probably going to be mad at me, but I'm just keeping it a buck. Sitting around crying about a bird doing bird things because she don't respect you. Again, you can use that as an opportunity to do better, up yourself, and pick better, or you can come online and you can cry about it and trauma bond with a bunch of other losers who got violated in this way. But the reality is, here today with modern women, there are men who do not have this problem. They don't have the problem with women spending money on them, and they don't have a problem with women going out and violating them like that. Right? And there's examples of this all over my channel. There's receipts all over. This is not a problem everyone is having. This is a problem some people are having. And if you're one of those some people, right? No one else is watching you right now. No one else can see this. If you're one of those some people, you need to do the self-reflection and figure out why you're one of those self people. Simple as that. That's my thoughts on the Chris Brown thing, man. Like, it's not that deep. I don't think it's as deep as everybody's making it. But I legit don't think it's as deep as everybody making it. A lot of y'all dudes need to grow up, man. Anyways, that's my thoughts on that, y'all. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.